Hello, this is Sarah Brush. Welcome back to my channel. So the next two videos are going to be really quick because it's getting a little bit late. I have to get up early for work tomorrow. But this is going to be my video about how Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times do not know the definitions of irony or hypocrisy. So everyone's up in arms today on Twitter about this article in the American Conservative, and I haven't actually read it, but apparently there's someone who's a Yale graduate who's writing about like how horrible the 1619 project is, and apparently, according to Jamelle Bouie, engages in dunning propaganda in the year of our Lord 2021. So Dunning apparently, and of course because I tweeted about how Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times are black trauma, moral outrage industry, charlatans and frauds, and the fake news press, then of course Richard Painter had to retweet. Richard Painter is such a fool. So of course he instantly, because he's an abusive stalker who watches my every move, he had to retweet Jamelle Bouie's tweet saying how horrible this article in the American Conservative was, and that it was Dunning propaganda, and then he tweeted something about who Dunning was. So apparently Dunning was this historian who was responsible for justifying white supremacy during the Reconstruction era. At least that's what I gathered. I didn't read anything. I don't know exactly. But my point is, the point that I made in my blog post, I had already written a blog post about how Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times are the fake news press and black trauma moral outrage industry charlatans and frauds who published sensationalized defamation about me to get me killed for black trauma moral outrage industry money and gain. And they didn't care that they were destroying the Living Well Black movement. They don't care about racism. They don't care about black people. They don't care about police brutality. They only care about making black trauma, moral outrage industry money. That's all they care about. And they don't care if they get innocent civil rights attorneys and Yale PhD candidates killed. They don't care. So when Jamelle Bouie tweeted how horrible it was that this article in the American Conservative was published by this Yale graduate and is apparently Dunning propaganda in the year of our Lord 2021, and he wrote something like, imagine Dunning propaganda, published in the American Conservative in the year of our Lord 2021. And so I responded, the name of my blog post, where I posted a screenshot of Jamelle Bouie's tweet, I called it, imagine Jamelle Bouie in the New York Times publishing sensationalized defamation, i.e. fake news, in the 21st century to drive an innocent civil rights attorney to suicide at the behest of Yale for black trauma moral outrage industry money. So anyway, my point, and I said, like, the irony, right? Like, Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times don't understand the definitions of irony or hypocrisy. So I just want to be really, really clear, and I just did a video about how Mike Solana was delusional on Barry Weiss's Substack, and it's like, journalism is dead. Journalism is dead. The New York Times, which is apparently the paper of record, is a fake news press. Journalism is dead. Journalism doesn't exist anymore. Everyone is a Sean Cain style Twitter race hustler now. Newsweek pretends it's a legitimate news story when someone makes a TikTok video of their little old white lady busybody neighbor. Okay? And this is why we have to. Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times are why we have to revisit New York Times v. Sullivan, because right now the fake news press, including Jamelle Bouie and the New York Times, have carte blanche to destroy the lives of innocent